Muy buenas tardes, mi gente. Here we are on another episode of the South Bay Search channel. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys like these videos, make sure you subscribe, comment, like, the whole nine. Tapping, ya saben. Today I've got something special for you guys. So, seeing as I've been doing a lot of work outside, grinding down the cabinets, painting the cabinets, etc, etc, I needed a GFCI, and I had been putting this off for a little bit, but I finally got around to it and I said, hey, you know what? I gotta get this fixed. The outlet that was outside of my house, nearest to the place where I was working at, that I needed the extension for, was actually burnt. As you guys can see, we've got a ginormous hole in there. So in this episode, we're gonna be focusing on how we got this giant hole inside the GFCI. Here we go. So this is an outdoor receptacle, and typically these come with covers, but apparently this one has broken off. This was left like this by the previous owner, so we're gonna go ahead and remove this cover, change out the receptacle, and then add another cover after. This receptacle that I got is weatherproof. They make weatherproof outdoor receptacles, so that way it covers us anyways, but we always want to make sure we cover them up. That way if it gets hit with rain, what have you, which is probably what happened to this one, it'll still work. But right now it is not working. It had burnt marks before my house got painted, so yeah, we're gonna switch it out with this one. So the first thing you want to do is you want to make sure that the breaker is off, because you don't want to be working on live circuits, because it'll give you a shock, and yeah, those shocks sometimes hurt. So and what I like for these flathead screws is I use this Klein Tools flathead screwdriver, and it's like, you guys see, it just makes it easier to take it out. So you just hold it and then you just turn back here. It just makes it so much easier, and then I have to be, you know. Bruh. This part right here where it looks like it's burnt, it just looks like it was just, you know, probably some water accumulated in there and it had a short, you know, because water conducts electricity. I learned that from Pokemon. And we're gonna go ahead and take our screws off. Oh yeah, yeah, that's burnt. That is melted to the crisp. So I pulled it out, mi gente, and this is why weatherproof guards are so important. This could have caused a fire. This obviously was a short, but check this out. There's a hole smack dab in the middle of this whole thing. Jesus Christ. So now what I'm gonna go ahead and do, mi gente, is I'm gonna check it with my voltmeter, and it should read, if it's still on, once I turned off the breaker, if it's still on, it should read 120 volts. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's off. We're gonna go ahead and cut these. So here we go. This is craziness. The wire was actually melted into the actual GFCI. So now I'm gonna peel these off. For these new GFCIs, you don't really have to loop it. You just stick it in there and that'll be good. So we're gonna take off about half an inch on each of these. That way it gets inside the GFCI. There we go. So here it is, mi gente. We've got our black, this is the power, and we've got our white wire, which is our neutral, and our bare wire, which is our ground. So we're gonna go ahead and put our ground where the green is, our black where typically the black is the gold one, but in this case it's the black one, so it makes it a lot easier, and our neutral on the other side. So, and be really careful to put it on your, so this is your line side, this is where it comes in at, and this is your load side, this is where it'll go out from. Remember that. Go ahead and push that right back back in there. So once you got your breaker back on, mi gente, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and reset it and see what happens. Oh, we tripped again. So that means something is wrong with the wiring that this is leading to. We've got a little red light right here. So we're gonna go ahead and look further into that. I went ahead and I pulled out the trusty, dusty GFCI tester. This is made by Commercial Electric. So what this does is it'll check to see if you got current inside your outlet. And what I did was I plugged this one in to the other outlet that I have inside the house that I possibly thought that was connected to this one. And what I did was I pressed this button, and this button resets everything. So it reset everything. So now you guys can't really see it, but there's a green light on this GFCI. Let me show you guys real quick. I don't know if you guys can see it, but we've got 2 lights on in there. And then here, there it is, the green light. So when those 2 are lit up, that means we're good. The wiring is good, everything's working. There it is, mi gente, and you don't want to make it vibrate too much. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and finish up tightening with my screwdriver. Just because if you make these vibrate too much, the breaker will go off. And we'll have to reset it all over again. And there we are. Good to go. So now we open it up. It's protected. I'm going to seal it off with the bead of silicone. That way we don't get any water inside there, which is probably what caused the last you guys seen. This is crazy. That's a big ass hole, man. That's a big ass hole. That looks like bruh. It looks bad, you know what I'm saying? Just a quick little help. I know this is very common in household areas. It's really good to have the GFCI tester on you. This thing will save you at least a minimum of 100 to 150 bucks for a professional electrician to come out. This can help you. All you need is YouTube and a GFCI tester. That's it. Watch these videos. If you guys got any questions, put a comment below. And I know any little thing helps, especially when you're a homeowner. It's good to save money and not have to call an electrician or, you know, a professional to come out and do it. These are things that you can definitely take care of yourself. Not to down on any electricians or anything, because you do have to respect what you can't see. But this is definitely something that you guys can get taken care of with just simple tools like this. This was it was this one and another electrical tool. I can't remember what it was, but altogether it was like 16 bucks. So it's like super cheap. 16 bucks compared to like $150 service call plus parts and everything. It would have ran you like 300 bucks. 16 bucks will save you. Watch these videos, like, share, comment, subscribe, and until next time, mi gente, ahí nos vemos.